I first heard about Folium at the health convention put on in Long Beach, I believe it was, a few years ago. The vice president of the Cancer Control Society, Frank Cousineau, an old, longtime friend of mine, came up to me and introduced me to a fellow by the name of Bob Ray Oren. And he started telling me about a product called Folium, and that it was had a very interesting history, that it came from herbal sources, and that it had a unique and powerful capacity to remove radioactive substances from the human body. It was used in the aftermath of Chernobyl, and the effects on the people that took it was very favorable, and those who didn't take it, by comparison, had terrible health conditions. And so I said, well, how do I get to know more about it? And that's how it all began. And then after I got the literature and read it, it was very impressive. And fortunately, I think what put it over the edge for me is that part of the literature came from a rather small but significant study that was done by Dr. James Privitera, who is a medical doctor in the Covina area in Los Angeles. And I know Jim very well. He and I are friends many years. And I know he's a fine doctor, and I said, well, here's Privitera's research.
Hello, I'm Dr. James Privitera, MD. Using hair mineral testing and analysis among several patients, I had them take Folium PX after the initial test revealed elevated levels of toxic metals. After 30 days of taking Folium PX, I took another hair sample and tested the hair sample for the toxic metal levels. The results in each patient were significant reductions in excess metals, from 41% all the way to 100%.
Based on what I know so far about Folium, I think it's an excellent product. We're just beginning now to see some of the research come in where we have controlled studies and we can follow patients from the beginning when they start to use it and when they end it. Aside from the study done by Dr. Privitera, I'm not aware of others, but I think that there are others being conducted. But the more we learn, the more encouraging it is. I think that the time is coming when we'll have maybe tens of thousands of case studies, and of course at that point all questions are absolutely removed. If you've got a serious case of radioactive poisoning, then you need to go get the big gun. And I think that's one of the reasons that the product, this Folium product, is so interesting to me.